to a newbie lesson on Chinese Pod. I'm Jenny.
Hey everybody, my name is Greg.
Well, in this very practical dialogue, we would be learning how to make dinner reservations over the phone.
Very liberating. Normally I have my Chinese friends do that for me.
But we're going to change that situation. Even if you're a newbie, the good news is this kind of exchange is pretty predictable unless you have some complicated requests.
Right. So what's the word we're going to preview today?
定位,定位.
Okay, so that's D-I-N-G fourth tone, W-E-I fourth tone.
定位. So 2 fourth tones, and you'll be hearing this word right off the bat. So
Right.
Let's listen to the dialogue 3 times now. Dialogue first time.
喂，我要定位，
什么时候？
今天晚上
几位？
2位。
Second time.
喂，我要定位，
什么时候？
今天晚上
几位？
2位。
Third time.
喂，我要定位，
什么时候？
今天晚上
几位？
2位。
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
And now the translation.
喂，我要定位。
Hello, I'd like to make a reservation.
喂，我要定位。
Hi, I'd like to make a reservation.
喂，我要定位。什么时候？
For what time?
什么时候？
For what time?
什么时候？今天晚上。
This evening.
今天晚上。
This evening.
今天晚上。几位？
How many people?
几位？
How many people?
几位？2位。
Two.
2位。
Two.
2位。So I said it wasn't too hard, right? There are many very short phrases, right? 2 characters, and that's a complete sentence in Chinese. 很好. Oh, and I must say that this lesson is a request from 2 of our users, Tasha and her husband, John.
Oh, this is from the recent meetup we had.
Yeah, in Shanghai. And they said they've gone through many newbie lessons, but they were trying to look for a lesson on how to make reservations over the phone.
Okay, so this is for you guys.
好，那 let's start from the beginning of the dialogue. 喂，我要定位。喂，我要定位。
Okay, so what's this first character?
喂，喂。
And this means hello, right?
But it's hello on the phone.
Okay, so you wouldn't say wei if you just met someone on the street.
Nope.
Okay.
So phone exchange and Skype phone, voice, IP phone, you use way.
Okay, so basically a time when you can't actually see the person.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I guess on Skype, if you can see them, you could also use way. Anyway, it's getting complicated.
Right. Okay, so what else do we have?
我要定位。我要定位。
Okay, so this sentence is quite easily translated into English, I think.
Yes. Why don't you try?
I want to make a reservation.
是的。
Okay.
Now, 我, that's easy, meaning I. And then we have a verb. 要.
So this is Y-A-O, fourth tone,
Correct.
and that means to want,
对, would like to.
if you're in a more polite setting, I guess.
Yes. And then we heard the keyword we previewed earlier. 定位. 定位.
So this is to make a reservation.
Yes.
So what is the actual literal meaning of these two characters?
Well, if we break it down, the first one, 定, means to reserve. And the second character, 位, means a seat.
To reserve seats.
对的.
Okay.
So 定位 is the most common way to say make a reservation in a restaurant.
Okay, perfect.
But if you're making a hotel reservation, that's not the word.
Okay.
好. And of course, the person in the restaurant will want to know 什么时候?什么时候?
So when or what time?
Exactly. Now, 什么 is the question word meaning what? 什么 and 时候 时候 means time.
Okay, so again, what time?
对，什么时候?
Okay, and what time does the person want the reservation for?
今天晚上. 今天晚上.
Okay, so I guess he doesn't give an exact time, but for this evening.
Yes.
Now this sentence has two separate words. What's the first word?
今天. 今天.
J-I-N, first tone, T-I-A-N, first tone as well.
Right. Now, it actually means today, right? 今天. And then the second part of the sentence, 晚上. 晚上 means evening.
Okay, so today evening.
Now, in English, you would either say tonight or this evening.
That's right.
But in Chinese, we say today evening.
Okay.
今天晚上. 今天晚上.
Perfect.
How? And the natural follow-up question would be how many people?
Right. How do we say that?
几位? 几位?
Okay, so the first character,
几? 几?
J-I, third tone.
Yes.
And this means how many
Right.
in terms of a specific quantity.
Yeah. So this is a word that's used to inquire about quantity, about numbers. 几? Now the second word, 位. 几位?
Now this way, didn't we see this earlier in the previous word for making a reservation?
定位, right?
It's the same way.
Yeah, it's the same character, but in here it doesn't really mean seats.
Okay.
Well, let's get into those later, but just remember 几位. Very simple two-syllable phrase is the most common way to ask how many people in a restaurant setting.
Okay, perfect.
几位? 几位?
And how does the caller respond?
两位? 两位?
Okay, so this means two. You hear again the word for
位,
way, right?
Yeah.
The word for person, and then the one before that?
两. 两.
Okay,
Now, 两 means two.
two. The number two.
对, but you probably know two as R, 对不对?
Right.
So why do we say 两位, not 二位?
It's a good question. Why, Jenny?
Maybe have a think about it as you listen to the dialogue 3 more times. And Greg and I shall review the answer. 好不好?
Perfect.
Dialogue first time.
喂，我要定位，
什么时候？
今天晚上
几位？
2位。
Second time.
喂，我要定位，
什么时候？
今天晚上
几位？
2位。
Third time.
喂，我要定位，
什么时候？
今天晚上
几位？
2位。
Hey guys, it's Michael here at Chinese Pod. And we want to say thank you to all of our faithful subscribers. If you're not registered yet, head over to ChinesePod.com now and get 20% off.
We got promo codes. Save your money. Promo codes. Learn Chinese. Register now at ChinesePod.com.
Use promo code GET20 at checkout to get 20% off your first year.
Okay, hopefully our listeners have thought long and hard about the liang versus r debate.
Oh, they already know it.
Yeah.
So no more mystery here. Why, Greg?
Because r is used generally for counting. So if you're saying 1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3,
right,
对不对？
you use r. But liang, if you're saying two of something, two people, two boxes, two pencils, you
对
have to use liang.
是的 Very good answer. 好，两位。Now, the other word you're probably intrigued by is 位，对不对？ So we said 定位 to make a reservation. And then we heard things like how many people, 几位 and 两位 two people. Now, 位 is actually the measure word for people.
I see.
And it's quite respectful. So you hear it a lot in the service industry. Waiters, waitresses use it to refer to their guests.
Sure, and even when you walk into a restaurant without a reservation, they'll often ask you 几位.
几位, 对. And you answer with a number plus 位.
So if you wanted to say like one person,
一位,
3 people,
三位,
okay, and of course 2 people,
两位.
okay.
很好. Now, there's some important information missing in this phone exchange. For example, when will you be coming and what's your phone number, right?
Right.
Fear not, there's part 2.
Okay, so you can look forward to that next week.
Next week's lesson shall complete the phone mystery.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll see you next time on Chinese Pod. 再见.
再见.